How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. For this video, I wanted to quickly go over my thoughts and impressions when it comes to Aim Hero. Does it really help with your aim, and is it worth purchasing? Personally, I think it is worth purchasing. It's really helped me out when it comes to aiming pretty quickly and accurately, along with going for more headshots. One thing you should know is that I stick to the game modes Classic, Simple, Reflex, and Time Trial. I end up using custom settings in every single game mode that I utilize, especially Time Trial, because I put the movement speed to 0. This is the same reason I don't play the other game modes, because then my brain gets trained to follow a target that's at a certain speed, and if I go into a game where the target speeds are considerably lower, then I'm just constantly overshooting my targets. However, with these other game modes, I do find them beneficial, especially I wish I had this when I came from Xbox to PC, because this is a controlled environment where you can continuously practice your aim and just get better and more used to using the mouse for aiming. Now, this is just working on a few of the fundamental points of your aim, so you're still going to have to take this and translate it to whatever game you're trying to play and really just practice these things in those games, along with every other thing that's in those games that you can't simulate with Aim Hero, such as player movement speed to some extent, the recoil compensation and control that you need to have depending on what game it is, those sort of things. But personally, I do feel like it's helped me out. When I do play this, it's typically just a couple minutes at a time, unless I haven't played in a few days, and I'm play for 4 or 5 minutes. I'll play a couple of the reflex matches, I'll go down to fast aiming, and I may even play classic 1 or 2 of those. Now, I typically only play 30 to 40 seconds per game mode, that's just me, but it seems like it's helped me out quite a bit when it comes to warming up. So I do think it's worth purchasing, checking out, and just utilizing it to warm up. I do suggest going in, creating your own custom settings for each one, and kind of just progressively challenging yourself, such as on Reflex. I had it to where the targets were there long enough for me to get there, they were big enough for me to hit initially, and then I steadily lower the size of the targets, making it more and more challenging. One thing I do suggest doing as well is taking your sensitivity from in-game to Aim Hero as opposed to the opposite, because each game is going to be a little different. For me, Overwatch, my sensitivity is typically higher than in other games, not by a lot, but it is by a little bit. However, that is just a personal preference of mine. That's something that you can kind of play around with over time and see where it takes you. Now, one thing I do think this game is missing that I hope they implement sooner than later is some sort of in-game stats that they don't already have, such as having a target in the center and just showing you where the average number of hits landed along with the total number of hits, giving you a better idea and visual representation of your sensitivity and kind of where your aim is. So I could practice over a couple of days and just see, oh hey, I'm hitting the target but I'm not quite getting to the center. I can increase my sensitivity just a hair, just to make sure that I'm really getting on target like I should be. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the game. They have added some stuff with the previous update, and I look forward to seeing what they have to add later on. Anyway, I hope this video helped you out. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day. RAMTEID out.